Oh, yeah, that's right. Cool. I'm going to be right back. I get a drink. I think basically what I want to do, there's two things on the charts, right? Like, we have to accept that there are some problems that will occasionally happen, but we don't want the user to get a bad experience. So as long as we're transparent with what has happened, it's fine. So the first thing is it should have the set of assumptions that it used, probably below, to make the chart, so I can very easily see. And then number two, there are certain kinds of errors that it will just display. If you came back with no data, it'll say we got no data. That's pretty much it. Should be pretty straightforward. Yeah. So this one's fine. This one's going to be fixed now. Oh, this was the fix beetle band, or the problem. Let me go check. Oh, great. Looks good. Noticed on VTI, we could try to fix the 1 day thing right now. Yeah, I think I know how we could do it. Let's start with this though. I noticed all right, cool. So now we're going to create a ground and a sky and all that stuff. But the next thing is the actual functionality that we're going to focus on. And we're going to list basically it's everything in the plan that we talked about before. So go ahead and implement those two things. I mean, vibe coding was literally coined last March. So technically, no. Didn't even exist in 2022. Let's see what we're doing here. So this particular problem happens with VTI. On January 8th, it indicates potentially a problem with our daily cloud job. Our daily cloud job goes through the 4,000 tickers. It updates the daily price and storage, and I see that it's stuck on February 8th. So something happened potentially. We're gonna look at the logs on the cloud job. Yeah, it's you know, the branding matters, you know. Some people that's just how they think, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I guarantee you if let's say, you know, last March Karpathy had called it agentic engineering or something, and then that was the term, like that would have affected the general sentiments. It's kind of silly. But it does matter, branding, you know. If you name something. I think 5.3 is pretty good, Codex. You know, mostly just vanilla using Cloud Code. Oh. Age dev, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't really need work trees. They work in different parts of the repo. I honestly don't really even fully understand why people recommend work trees, to be honest. Like, eventually you're going to have to merge everything together. So I'd rather just edit different parts of the repo instead. Kind of makes more sense to me. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That explains why we didn't see the updating DCFs. I was wondering about that. All right, cool. So yeah, add VTI to the schema. Add all the Vanguard like ETFs. I think we might have got a little out of sync somehow. At some point, we added some like Vanguard ETFs and stuff, and we didn't update the schema. Yeah, cool, Anton. Thanks for that comment, because I was wondering why, like, what exactly is the use case here? Like, there's a lot of people come and ask about work trees, and I didn't understand it. I was like, it actually is upgraded, but yeah, that's the auto reply. Like, for example, I mean, every single time I upgrade Cloud Code, something breaks. Like last time I upgraded a couple days ago, my checkpoint hooks broke. I don't know if it could be my fault, that one particular, but yeah, but doesn't change the facts. Oh, my tree is wilting, supposedly. Click the frequency tree. I don't see anything. Okay, what are we gonna do with like the leaves? So the leaves were supposed to be words, I think, right? And the tree grows, but how do we actually show that the tree is growing? Oh yeah, Anton, same. Using Opus and OpenCode, I had the same experience. That's why I use Cloud Code, because I'm pretty sure they're doing something. Yeah, they're definitely slopping it up, like 100%. Like every single time there's something else broken. Something else visually. Like last time it was... actually, they fixed it this last time, but like I couldn't go down anymore. Like this. Yeah. All right, before we continue, we're going to audit the schema, JSON, and the prices data, because I think at some point we got out of sync. Yeah, it's, it's a little double-edged sword. You move much faster, but moving faster means more bugs. It's just the nature of it. You're not going to get less bugs by moving faster. Yeah. I think you're right, actually. I know. No one knows. I think you're right. I don't think they're catching up. Like, will they make better models? Yeah, but they're not going to catch up to Google and Chinese companies. The only way maybe they catch up is kind of the open source idea. Maybe, but they still don't have the data necessary, probably. Or the infrastructure, actually. The infrastructure is probably the thing that keeps them behind. Yeah, exactly, Jadev. You're exactly right there. Let me whitelist you guys. Yeah, it's a black box. There's no doubt they're going to take advantage of it. That's black box. It's either going to happen now or later, but eventually every every company that's providing these models, they're going to do wacky things behind the scenes because no one can ever figure out what's happening. They'll throttle you and all sorts of stuff. Once they start getting to the optimization phase, right now we're in the growth phase. Everyone's like pouring money, trying to get more adoption. So we're probably okay right now, but like eventually we're going to get to the optimization phase where they start throttling and doing other stuff. And this is the perfect business model to do it in because it's totally black box. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I agree, Gary, too. But at some point, it comes back. Have you guys seen these new glasses? They look pretty cool. It's actually not from Meta, which is funny. Dude. I'm gonna find them. Yeah, the X Real. You guys seen the X Real glasses? They look pretty cool. And you can use it to replace your monitors. They're still a little too expensive though. I don't think I would buy them. But if they get it, obviously you have the Ray-Bans, but I don't know. I tried it. It's pretty good actually. But I can't use it to replace the monitor, right? Like, why can't I buy like a really lightweight, kind of like this, right? Buy really lightweight glasses. I guess that's what the X Real is kind of trying to do. Yeah. Yeah, it should do an initial growth animation. And what it should look like is the rain are the words, right? So it's like raining and you see this initial animation. The rain is like coming down with the words, and then the sun comes out, and then it's like freaking tree is growing, I guess. I don't know what the sunshine represents, but then the tree is growing. And then it reaches its full state. And then I don't really know where I'm going with this, but something like this. Yeah, probably. But I don't, ideally, I don't want to do like a surgery. So it has to be very minimally invasive. And it would have to be like, I can do a lot more things. I wouldn't do it for like a 10% benefit. It has to be like, I can interact with this 10 times faster, or even 5 times faster, or whatever. You know. I can do internet searches by just thinking. But I don't know. It's probably a ways away, I think. I'll be very old. What do you guys think? 20 years? Might be longer. Yeah. Would you give 10x boost for communication and the hardware performance will stay the same? Well, let's say I'm walking around. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, it's like, even if you can search with your brain, how much does that really speed you up? Taking out your phone and searching maybe speeds you up, yeah, 3-4 times, right? But it's not like, it's not going to ever be instant because you still have to do the network calls and things. So you might get a 3 to 4x benefit, but what else could you do? I mean, you could control your computer with your mind, but is that really that? I mean, I can do this really quickly. You know, this is as fast as it needs to go. What else could I do? There's also the limit of thinking speed, right? Okay, so you imagine I'm talking to this thing, right? And I'm like thinking at it. Well, I can only think so fast. And I think actually my thinking speed might be somewhat close. You know, maybe, who knows, maybe 20% faster than my talking speed. Maybe. But is that worth having some sort of neural link thing? Probably not, right? There has to be another benefit. Make your thinking speed in milliseconds. Yeah, but like, I guess I'm saying that like when I'm speaking, I guess I can feel that that's probably roughly close to my thinking speed because as I'm speaking, I'm realizing, oh, I should do this, I should do that. So it's kind of like me thinking through it, right? As I'm speaking. I'm not really thinking faster than too much faster than I'm speaking. Maybe, like I said, maybe 20%. Maybe 10, 20%, optimistically. Have a memory system which can apparently bring back all your memories from when you were younger. Well, that'd be nuts. But how does that work? Mind have to understand and recognize patterns. Yeah. I think your brain gets rid of a lot of stuff though. Like, that's why you forget. Brain like optimizes what you store. It throws things away. But your brain maybe has some stuff in its subconscious, so I'm surprised. Like some sort of like... They're probably not memories though. There's some sort of like... Oh, it loaded. That'd be cool if I could click on the... Okay, cool. So these animations didn't work, but I'm kind of wondering, like, the leaves, are they the words currently? I can't click on them at the moment. Oh yeah, Jadev, I think that might make sense. Yeah, like if Neuralink could keep all my memories stored all the time. Wait, but that's basically it's just recording what's happening, right? Oh no, but it's recording my thinking too. Okay, then now you got something. Like it records every thought that I ever have had, ever. And then I can it's like storage, it's like a hard drive in my brain. When I'm like, oh, what did I do yesterday at this specific time? And I can pull it. My brain is the cache. The Neuralink stores everything. It pulls it into my brain. How could it go wrong? That sounds like a horrible idea, dude. Imagine the storage just totally wipes my brain. Because it wrote to the wrong place. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Hoverable, I can click them and it will open like a little pop-up thing that I can view the word and when it was used. And maybe some other cool statistics. Hey, whoa. I'm making a tree. It's like a tree that grows based on how much I talk or something. So sort of fun. It's hooked to the vibe to text. We had a galaxy, but it's not rendering anymore for some reason. It doesn't do anything yet. Yes. New representation of the squares. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what it will be. Okay, good. So let's fix this problem. Yeah, go ahead and fix that. NFTs. Hey, thank you. Yes, I burn tokens, but I'm on subscription, so I will spend it. Okay, so do you guys have any ideas for the visual? I guess the idea was like each branch would be a topic, and then all the words of like the leaves in that branch are connected. So then if you start a new topic of words, it'll spawn another branch or something. And then once you have a certain number of branches, it'll create another root or a freaking trunk. It'll grow taller. Yeah, let's fix this. What was the particular issue?
Buset, bujuk ini mau ke rumah lo. 60.000, dah bujuk. Gimana ini ya? Kalau kata lu makan hujan ya. Kalau nih hujan gimana gua? Gue lewat ini
So the daily
gua
job is
PNJ
gonna update
gua.
all the way, right? From
Nah itu
February
Bogor udah
to
gelap
now,
wae, dah
on the
bujuk.
next one.
Yap yap. Gue lewat ini gua PNJ gua. Buset, bujuk ini mau ke rumah lo. 60.000, dah bujuk. Gimana ini ya? Kalau kata lu makan hujan ya. Kalau nih hujan gimana gua?
Yeah, it's a frequency tree. Yeah, it's gonna be like a visualization of all of your other words that you've said on the voice to text. So the tree will be freaking enormous. And we'll have like each branch will be a topic, and all the leaves will be like what you said in that topic. It's kind of idea. Oh, sorry. And like it'll grow. Actually, I'll let it compact. It's fine. Hey, base, he's back. Banyan tree. That's true. Okay, I think we're going to start with this idea first, which is that We have these like set of assumptions. I'll show you. People ask that, when do you finish the project? Ideally, never. And even if I did, I work on longer projects, so then I just work on something else. But if you have customers, the project is never done. You never say, I am done now, because there's people using it. And there's probably always going to be bugs, things to add, and things to do. I don't even... Yeah. Okay. Alright, I was gonna go to research. I see we're not storing some things. So one thing is we're not storing the... But the idea is that these kinds of things are going to be surfaced on the bottom of the chart, right below it. So that way the user can see if anything went wrong pretty easily. Oh, hell yeah. That was kind of cool, actually. Cool. The only thing is the sky is not blue. Number 2, make that raining animation a lot longer. You know, I have a ton of words, right? So I should get like a huge animation, basically. It should be like raining for a while, and as it's raining, it's like counting up the words that I've used. And then the tree is going to be much bigger because I've used, you know, truly a ridiculous amount of words. This tree, the way that we do this, right, is like each branch is limited to an amount of words. In other words, an amount of leaves. So then you have to add a new branch. And every time we add more than 5 branches, it grows another trunk, so it gets bigger and bigger. Great. The only thing. Wait, is this stored? No. So I don't think the reasoning is stored.